What's going on, folks? You're here chilling with the real Satoshi Aoki, and in this video we're bringing you the top 5 highest ever NFT sales. I'm going to be showing you them in real time, the real-time data, and on top of that I'm going to be reviewing each of them and telling you what I think about each of their stories. Let's get into it. The number 1 spot goes to Pax NFT artwork, The Merge. It sells for $91.8 million US. This is the piece here, folks. What do you think about this particular piece? I think it's a pretty nice piece of artwork. Now, I'm not sure that I could personally afford to pay $91.8 million for this actual piece, but I do like it. I think this is probably a piece of artwork that I would happily hang in my own home. It's a really cool style. Important to note that digital artist Pax's newest creation was actually sold on Nifty Gateway with 28,983 collectors, snapping up 312,686 total units of mass, or otherwise known as NFT. So this was spread out between those different units, 312,686. The Merge was sold in an open edition, which is the opposite of limited edition. From last Thursday through to Saturday, buyers could purchase any number of tokens starting with a unit price of $575. So it's good to know, I like that. It's almost like some NFT fractionalization going on there. And to be honest, I think that's great because it gives people an opportunity to get in on something that they're really passionate about, even if they can't afford the $91 million price tag. Taking second spot is Beeple's Everydays, the first 5,000 days, which actually sold for a whopping $69.3 million US. For those of you that don't know who Beeple is, he's this guy who essentially tweets a really cool piece of free artwork every day, I believe, on his Twitter. And he's done a whole lot of other things as well, including philanthropic efforts. So he's an American digital artist, Beeple, whose real name is Mike Winkleman. He was born on 20th of June 1981. He grew up in Wisconsin and graduated from Purdue University in 2003, majoring in computer science. Today, he just specializes primarily as a web designer and maybe a bit of a Twitter troller as well. An interesting fact here, until last year, Beeple was a well-known figure in the digital world, but a complete stranger to the art market. Until 1 year ago, he had never sold any works of art. Fascinating. And essentially this is a look at the piece of artwork here. Again, I do like this artwork. It is probably something that I would actually happily hang in my own household. And it's probably another one where, again, if I did have an opportunity to get involved in a fractionalized way, just buying even 1% of this particular piece, this particular special moment in history, I would personally, as an investor in digital art or even just art period, be quite interested in this. What do you guys think about this piece? His all digital NFT Everydays, the first 5,000 days, is a mosaic of his first 5,000 vector drawings and animations. And can you believe that it was initially priced at just $100? The NFT was offered for sale at Christie's auction house for 14 days in March 2021. However, in the last 10 minutes of the auction, the price of the work soared to $69.3 million from $100. That is ridiculous. So cool. Taking bronze spot, also known as 3, is Clock. NFT sells for $52.7 million. Essentially, it's a fund put together by around 10,000 people or so to help fund Julian Assange's legal defense. The piece sold for $52.7 million, making it one of the most expensive artworks to ever exist. Ultimately, it ranks as the second largest single NFT sale to date, behind Beeple's Everydays. What is the NFT? It's a single NFT that depicts a timer which counts the number of days Assange has spent in prison. It was curated as a part of Pax and Assange's censored collection, which also featured a dynamic open edition. So essentially, folks, nothing too special. It's essentially just a countdown timer, okay? So it's not to be kind of one of these things that you look at and go, oh, wow, that's pretty, that's interesting. No, it's very much a message, a statement, a bit of a protest of support behind Julian Assange. In fourth spot is Beeple's Human 1 NFT, selling for a whopping $28.985 million US. Now again, the same artist, Beeple, smashing it with 2 NFTs in the top 5. Beeple has sold some of the most expensive NFTs of all time. He's actually got 3 pieces in the top 10 and 2 in the top 5, as I did say. Human 1 sold on November 9, 2021 for a fee just shy of $30 million. That's crazy, closely linked to his previous piece, Everydays, according to an interview. Now, as we kind of scroll down, we can get a bit of an idea of kind of the style of this actual NFT artwork. I'm not the biggest fan personally of how it looks. It's probably not the kind of thing, the animation that I would sort of maybe have set up in my own room. I like the concept, but I'm not sure. It looks a little, I mean, art's subjective, so I don't know, I'm not really the best or biggest fan of how this looks. I'm not sure if they're kind of trying to go with kind of this watered down style, but I don't know, it kind of looks a little weird to me. But you know, this is pretty cool what he's doing. You know, you can't complain. He obviously knows how to get people to hand over the money, so good on you, Beeple. And taking up 5th spot is Cryptopunk 5822, sold for record-breaking 8,000 Ethereum, which equates to 23.7 million USD at the time. Bought by the CEO of Chain, and that's it right there. You could essentially go ahead and draw this quite easily on Paint. Could you not? A 5-year-old could do this, but this is kind of what I tell everybody, you know, would I want to own fractional ownership of a CryptoPunk or even a whole CryptoPunk if I could afford to? Absolutely. I personally feel that CryptoPunks are what Bitcoin is to the rest of the market. It is essentially the Bitcoin of NFT PFPs. Having a CryptoPunk is historical, all right? It is the #1 NFT, just historically, you know, and they have held a really good price, even through this entire bear market where a lot of other NFTs haven't. So I particularly really like the look of this actual NFT here. I'm a big fan, and yeah, I would absolutely want to own one. So folks, that's all for today's video. Let me know what you think about this one in the comments. Make sure you don't forget to let us know here which one was actually your favorite, and we'll catch you in the next video.